The Fox News decision desk can now project New York City has elected Democrat Assemblyman Zohran Mamdani to be its next mayor.
Mamdani's never given anybody a job. That we have. The taxpayers have.
The Democrat Party is now exposed for being the Communist Party. This is not socialist. This is communism.
My goodness, we've got a socialist, anti-Semite, pro-Hamas guy as mayor of New York.
He's been called anti-Semitic a bunch of times during this campaign. He could have eased that during his speech and didn't. In fact, he spoke in Arabic.
I mean, this is a guy who does embrace Marxist economics. He claims he's going to lower everyone's costs by having the government run grocery stores, and the only people that would think that would work are people who have never studied a lick of history.
The only thing that Zohran Mamdani didn't promise to New Yorkers today was a pony for every 10-year-old girl.
Projection time. The Fox News decision desk can now project that Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill will, in fact, become the next Democratic governor of New Jersey. Now, Sherrill defeats Republican Jack Ciattarelli, whom President Trump endorsed in May.
Just raises a lot of questions about whether or not anybody but President Trump can move the ball in these kinds of places.
And as far as the Trump impact on the Sherrill voters, the reason for their vote, the Sherrill voters' vote, those who said that they wanted to oppose the sitting president, 71% of them.
With concern over potential victory for Zohran, as we affectionately call him, commie Marxist Mamdani in New York City tonight, while some New York residents, they are threatening to flee Florida. A whopping 9% are saying they are about to leave if, in fact, Mamdani holds on and wins this race by a significant margin.
This is a guy, Mamdani, he wants to take down the Columbus statue. I've already said if they take that from Manhattan, we'll take it in Florida.
There he is, the new mayor of New York City, the Democratic Socialist, who has been called by many an anti-Semite.
If you would have asked me if somebody with the views of Zohran Mamdani could ever win and be mayor of New York City, I don't think I would have believed it a decade ago. I don't think I would have believed it 5 years ago, even with de Blasio in office. Fox News decision desk can now project that Democrat Jay Jones will become Virginia's next Attorney General, defeating the Republican incumbent, Jason Miyares. I'm not really surprised. I had hopes for New Jersey. It was a hope. There was a shot. There was a chance. But the math was the math. And I knew that going in. 250,000 people left in 3 years, nearly 1 million vote advantage for Democrats, registered over Republicans, so I was realistic as well.
This is what happened when Democrats turn out to vote in largely Democratic blue states, and that's what happened.
Abigail Spanberger, I think you can make the case, too, that, I mean, she outperformed a lot of the polls that we had seen for weeks leading up this campaign. But right now, Democrats 3-0 in the night.
If you take a step back, Republicans in 2022 took the House of Representatives. There was no red wave, but they took the House. 2024, they took the White House. They took the Senate. I would rather be the Republicans in having done that than the Democrats in 2025 who kept some blue governor's mansions. I would so much rather, even with tonight's bad results, be the Republicans in the big picture than the Democrats.
You've got so many people who depend on the government for either aid or a paycheck. And when that is stopped, they're going to blame the party in power. And when Republicans have the House, the Senate, and the President, they don't understand all the details of filibuster. I mean, they understand the Republicans are in control, and that check's in jeopardy.
Couple other things I want to highlight here. Do you identify as a Democratic Socialist? Look at this number. This is 1 out of every 4 New Yorkers who cast their ballot identified as a Democrat Socialist.
These are blue states. There shouldn't have been much suspense, but I think that because the Democrats are in such disarray, aside from the Democratic Socialists who appear to be going very strong.
This was a good night for Dems. If Dems had lost one of these states, we'd be saying this is a terrible night. Dems won by 14 points in both Virginia and Virginia and New Jersey. And we won the Supreme Court races in Pennsylvania, and we retained the Public Service Commission seats in Georgia.
President Trump is weighing in. He just posted on Truth Social, quote, Trump wasn't on the ballot and shut down were the two reasons that Republicans lost elections tonight. Charlie Hurt.
That's a very Trumpian message.
And everything I think we've seen tonight suggests that when he's not on the ballot, even if he's trying to influence the ballots, if he's not on there himself, his voters are much less interested than they might otherwise be.
Donald Trump is sort of like kryptonite in a place like Virginia. Virginia is never going to, even Republicans are sort of a little bit wary of Donald Trump.
We have the front cover of tomorrow's New York Post, which says, on your marks, get set, Zoe, Socialist Mamdani wins race for mayor, the red apple.
President Trump, who probably was up watching, also posted this on Truth Social, and so it begins. And as always, if the president would like to call in and respond to Zohran Mamdani, we've got a phone and we would happily put you on.
This is the city that welcomed my once immigrant parents, my Jewish parents, my family. This is the city that welcomed all of us to the United States of America. It made me so, so, so proud to be born in this country and to be an American. And now this city is being run by someone who stands against most of the values that originally welcomed in my own family.
The Democratic Party is the party of socialists. There was a recent poll out from Data for Progress, a left-wing organization. It found 51% of likely Democratic voters preferred the Sanders, AOC, Zohran Mamdani types over people like Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, Nancy Pelosi. The Democratic Party is moving left. They're moving organized. They're organized and they're radical.
This is resentment politics. This is grievance politics. This is you have something and I'm going to take it from you and give it to my supporters.
The socialists have taken over the leadership of their party. He is declaring himself the face of it.
We have lived communism, socialism out here in California, and Zohran is now just fully embraced it. And the Democrat Party really will have an identity crisis if they don't get in check with the party base.
Fox News is now projecting that Proposition 50 will pass, the congressional redistricting plan from Governor Gavin Newsom that is expected to flip 5 seats held by Republicans. What is it the people of California exactly want? Do they want a better state, or do they really just want to stick it to Trump?
What's really concerning to me tonight isn't just California Prop 50. It is Virginia's House of Delegates. They are on track to have 64 seats. Okay, they're picking up almost 10 seats. They are going to redistrict. Virginia will redistrict. You know who's not going to redistrict right now? Indiana, Kansas, Ohio, Republican states. I know we're all talking, oh, Republicans are going to win. Republicans could win if they did something, but right now they have no appetite to do anything. So you know what? Republicans will lose this redistricting. They will lose the House next year, and they will watch President Trump and all the momentum he had go right down the hill because they don't want to do their jobs.
This is not to be unexpected. I don't think that it's not a bad night for Democrats, but I don't know that you can really spike the ball here.
To see this Jew-hating communist now take the helm of the party de facto is going to be interesting.
He is splintered off, and now it's the radical socialist and, in my opinion, communist party.
Without Donald Trump, we are not going to be able to compete with the Democrat Party like this.
These questions about the economy continue to be raised.
It was obviously a very disappointing night for Republicans, and in almost every county you saw it get farther blue than it was last year.
But it's a tough night for Republicans.
In this sense, and I honestly feel bad. I have friends of mine in New York. My phone is blowing up. They are officially depressed and scared. And as Martha pointed out earlier, a full 9% of people say that they will leave if he in fact got elected.
So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.